I tell you what, they sound like they're working harder than some of those Man United players out there today, because I didn't see that same commitment from the likes of Bruno Fernandes out there today. And that is why that lad is heavily criticised, I think, because he is a great football player. Got a lot about him.
Yeah, but he's not going to be a great footballer without the ball. He isn't.
Yeah,
it's just, and Eriksen isn't either. And those two are just chasing shadows today. It's not their game. They have to have the ball. You've got to control the game. If you're going to have players like that, control the game. And they had no control over the game today, Man United, and it must be a real concern for the manager.
Absolutely. And you've just finishing looking at some of the stats, possession-wise, 64%. Man United had 36% possession against it's only Tottenham.
Man United are at home. With a goals for of 24 for the season.
Well, I'd like to. Let's hear. We've heard from the Manchester United fans. Let's hear from a Spurs fan that travelled to Old Trafford today. Jack was at the game. Good evening, Jack.
Good evening, chaps. How are you?
I'm very happy after that, Jack. Do you know what? As a Spurs fan, I'm a bit disappointed we didn't get the full 3 points. But to think, no Kulu, no Son, no Maddison, no Basuma, no Sarr, no Lo Celso, and we've gone to Manchester United and 64% possession, and we looked the better team.
Jack, you couldn't wait to get that in.
So I'm gonna make a statement here. We had 5 midfielders out today who could have played in midfield. So technically, we had a second fiddle midfield out today, and we played like the home team. And that Tottenham team, it's not Christmas every day, but if we had all our players back, that Tottenham team can win the Premier League. And we went there today and we played them off the park. We played like the home team. We were better than them. They were terrible. And yes, we didn't get the 3 points, but we went there, we turned up, we got a point, and that will take us in good stead for the rest of the year.
And let me tell you something else as well. From my point of view, and I'm not a Spurs fan, the bloke next to me is a Spurs fan.
You played for us, huh?
Yeah, I played for you, but don't make me a Spurs fan. The goalie, you got possibly the best goalkeeper in the league at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
He's outstanding. And he looks so comfortable. He come and took 2 or 3 crosses today that took all the pressure off of Spurs. Brilliant performance, I thought.
We have the best goalkeeper. He stood up like the king. We have probably one of, in my opinion, the best back four. Unfortunately, we have at the moment, a terrible midfield. A mid-table or relegation midfield.
Oh, that's harsh.
No, but I think no. I think Højbjerg was good. I think Skip was a bit non-existent today. I am a big hater of Skip.
Oh, Jack, I'm the same, but I thought today he was all right.
No, I think
nothing wrong with Skip today. He was all right today. Let me tell you.
Everything was mediocre. Like in the midfield, it was a mediocre. Like it was okay, but when you were missing players of Basuma, Sarr, Kulusevski,
Maddison,
then you are talking about a serious football team. And that football team, as I said months ago, 1 game a week with a full-strength team is beatable of most other teams in the Premier League. And you only have to look at Ange Postecoglou, who has been there 2 minutes compared to a Pochettino, who I love, who has spent all the millions of pounds they can get with all the money, and Man United and Arsenal and City and everyone else, and everyone thought we were going to be rubbish at the start of the year.
Paul Merson said we was going to finish in the bottom half of the table, didn't he?
Exactly. And look, I questioned it, but you have to look at the way we play, look at the love that the Spurs fans have for this team, and this team can go serious places, and every Spurs fan loves it. And I think we are on our way to really being one of the best football teams.
Well, one thing I'll definitely underline. Forget about your midfield today, and you got a better midfield in the background, etc., etc. The manager has been outstanding this season. What he's done to that football club, what he's doing with the setup of the team, the way they're attacking their away games. He's going to be in line for manager of the season for sure.
Yeah,
there you go. There's an early statement for you.
I went to every game under Conte, Mourinho, the Wolves manager Nino, and we were awful. We were terrible. We played 11 men behind the ball, and we were awful. This manager has come in, And every Spurs fan listening to this, and every probably football fan knows, this guy is doing business. He knows how to treat the fans, and he is playing incredible football. Every fan, unless you're an Arsenal fan, loves Tottenham.
Do you know what, Jack? I've spoken to a lot of Arsenal fans, and they don't love Tottenham, but they do like big hands. Great call there from Jack, the Spurs fan who was at Old Trafford.
Proper Spurs love in there.
Well, listen.
Nothing wrong with that.
As I was saying, we always go to Old Trafford, and I remember a couple of seasons ago, I think we got back in the game. Romero, I think, scored a header, and he scored a header today, and it was Ronaldo with a hat-trick. Brilliant Ronaldo, the man.
Yeah, great
hat trick as well. Yeah. Outside the box shots and all that. It's just off.
But that's what you'd expect at Man United. One of their star players to step up. Rooney did it for years and years, didn't he?
Who's the star at Manchester United now, Pards? Who's the star?
I mean, I don't really think there is one. If I'm honest, there's not someone you could go.
Wow, clip that up now. Because I want to ask the world, who is the star at Manchester United? Because you look at all these different teams, Manchester City, for example, we've got a couple of stars there, haven't we? The one came back the other day, De Bruyne. You look at Arsenal, they've got a few stars in there, whether it's Declan Rice, Saka. Yeah. I think Martinelli's a great player.
I mean, last year you'd definitely have said Rashford. But this year, unfortunately, for whatever reason, he's really lost his way. And, that star quality that you need to, sometimes when you're not playing well, to dig you out of a hole. Even when I was at Newcastle, I had Papa Cisse. Yeah. We might not be playing well. Bang, you get a goal.
That goal against Chelsea.
As an example. But, and like Kabay, we won at Old Trafford. I remember Kabay scoring the free kick.
I remember that.
So, those star players that you have in your team get you the results sometimes when you haven't played well. And you look at Spurs at the moment, and your star player's injured, Maddison, you put him back into that kind of rhythm that they have in keeping possession, playing that high line, bodies getting in the box, and put Maddison in that equation, and suddenly Spurs are in the mix.